to get the Kassadin for Soldier. But this Vladimir together with a Fiora, I am loving it.
Yep. This should be a sure pick Kassadin for Soldier, right? Because if anything, I think from last game, we finally understood the matchup as to how the Vladimir gets countered by the Kassadin. Yeah. Because as long as you know where the Vladimir will come from, you can just wait for him, isolate him, and his impact in the game will be mitigated by a whole lot. We have to remember that Vladimir is best in team fight scenarios in where his chemo plagues will be hitting a lot of many champions. If the chemo plague will only hit one or just one champion, it's not going to be very effective.
Yeah, and we also have to point that fact out that Kassadin has a magic resistance built into his passive. So this is the reason why in a 1v1 scenario, it's going to be easier for the Kassadin to win against another mage that he's fighting against.
Whoa.
Now, we're seeing the bans. Ashe is still not going to come out this game just because everybody hates Ashe. And that is going to be a support ban again for OMG. Shen is going to get banned. That could have been a smart pick.
Yep, Camille plus Shen is a perfect pair, right? But
yeah,
Kassadin is the best possible pick to counter out a Vladimir outside of the potential Zoe. Lee Sin by CF17 of his Vi was very scary. How about doubling it up and going for the Lee Sin? I will check my records as to if J-Team already played this before.
This is going to be good though. Tristana is going to be picked up for the side of OMG. This could flip the script and get the early game in favor of the side of OMG. But Volibear is still going to be doubled down here by Inyan, even with the performance from the last game. What's great about this, at least for the side of J-Team, I'm loving this composition. But support-wise, Thresh could come out this game. No, wait, no, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. We haven't seen him for a while.
The Nautilus. It's super rare that we see the Nautilus nowadays. I guess it's because Karma is no longer relevant.
It's not as tanky anymore.
Yeah, I don't miss the Karma Nautilus for sure. It's not it's not the most exciting meta that we've had during competitive or in the competitive scene. But again, you look at the playmaking of a J-Team, they have lots of engages. They have DUI to totally lock down this Tristana. There is also CF17 on the Lee Sin. And I just checked the records. This is going to be the second time that we will be seeing CF17 on the Lee Sin. The first game was a loss. So he wants to really reverse his fortune on the Lee Sin today and get that game to win for J-Team.
Yeah, this is almost the same as what happened during the last game, with their composition being really flipped compared to how it was a while ago. I mean, the mid lane matchup is still almost the same, but for the side of OMG, are they going to be able to make this work? Because they really need to make the early game work for themselves to make this composition be as good as it is.
That's the goal. For every team out there, early game is what will bring you towards the paradise of the late game. And again, there's a lot of late game champions that we have in our midst. Tristana is also one of the best late game champion that we have, just because it gets, extra range that we saw just earlier in game number 1 at the right hands, and in the right composition, Tristana can pop off, and X1 did pop off on this champion. Now this time it is going to be you that will be piloting the Tristana. Invade?
OMG looking for I thought they were looking for some kills maybe, but they just put in a ward. But on the other side though, they're on the red side. This ward is going to be expiring.
No way!
Before the Lee Sin would be able to come out here.
Okay. Always Nautilus level 1 very strong just because of the innate shield of the second skill. And also the roots, right? And that's why as much as possible, you don't want to engage against a level 1 Nautilus. But it does look like that we have an interesting stat. JTX1 picked Tristana and dealt 1544 damage per minute, and that's huge.
I love how the title of the achievement
is a skill, basically.
Yeah, it's a skill. But I would have preferred if it was called the Buster Shot, because that sounds so cool.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the top side, SZY again, one of the... What? Okay. So interesting.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is what I don't like. Whenever you give White Cat a Fiora, it's gonna be a real hard game for SZY again.
Exactly. No, the thing that the thing that confused me about SZY's movement was he was super far back, right? Like he was backing all the way behind the tower, which doesn't make sense at one point. But Inyan, right under his noses, his blue buff got stolen.
Yeah. But Inyan actually saw it happen, so now what OMG is going to be doing is just put some vision on this side of the map so that they would be able to get this maybe. Yu is already starting with the Rift Scuttler, which is very, very smart, so that CF17 would have problems when it comes to vision. And OMG, they're doing the same thing here.
Oh no.
Damage. Yeah, this might... Yeah, and Inyan got nothing
DY,
out
DY.
of it, but it's a good thing they were able to steal it. DY wasn't able to hit the dredge line.
Yeah, that's a very timely pull. But that's the thing, right? Like, sure, yeah, you got the information, you want to even it out, but it's harder to accomplish, especially with many champions being able to back you up. SMK very critical in health, playing with fire right now.
Yeah, as the transfusion on full stacks, that's gonna be a lot of HP now. But right here, Inyan is in the area, so I thought they were gonna start something.
Exactly. Still, SMK knows the limits of this champion, right? Like, he knows that there is no way that he's going to get assassinated. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, it's basically a lot more quiet now compared to game number 1. In game number 1, we saw lots of tower plates, we saw lots of dives. That was denied properly by OMG by drafting an early game oriented champion in the Tristana. They're getting the priority. We saw it live as to how OMG translated that priority in backing up their jungler and trying to invade for the blue. Yeah, I did not net them a steal, but that still is a good sign if you're a fan of OMG. Oh my god.
Yeah, and also it's way harder for CF17 to go for the tower dive that he has done during the game because of how the map switched. It's not going to be easier for them to go for that easy tower dive setup they have. And now in the mid lane, CF17 is looking for a kill here, but because Sanguine Pool wasn't used, he can't go in.
Hook.
Yeah, bot lane, they have the death charge, already have HP on one member. They have the exhaust X1, really smart way to play it.
Exec ultimatum, repost!
Yeah, they got the kick in White Cat. This is going to be the first blood. Top lane gets the kill.
Repost can only be used once, said J-Team. And that's a good sign. J-Team SZY getting the first kill on the top side. Very different from what we've seen in game number 1. And that's the thing that we've been saying, right? Like, J-Team needs to correct their top side. And that's a very good start.
Yeah, and SZY getting that, or at least getting an assist from that fight, is also a good sign. Having a winning lane as a comeback.
Oh my god! Crazy! He used the hookshot to push back White Cat to be within the tower's range. It's not often that you will see it, right? Like, it's a mini insect play that he did that basically made sure that the kill will be possible. And small things in the Baron lane. You love to see it.
And he had to also use the riposte on time there and wasn't able to riposte the Dragon's Rage. Made it easier for them to get kill. Inyan looking for a kill here.
Oh, channel.
What?
Yep.
That's how the interaction works. That's interesting. But now, okay, going into the backline just as Sponge DY was able to dodge it.
Inyan spotted on a ward and CF17 is just waiting. Oh, finally, okay, he uses the sweeper lenses and finally finds out, oh, I'm actually under vision the whole time.
Yeah, that's why they know that Inyan has been seen already. They get one more vision on the Tri-Brush, so this is gonna be seen. While on the other hand, the other team has already seen it. Got some damage from Wawa. Got some explosive shots happening onto the back line. Pushes Inyan in front of the face of the team, but that gives him opportunity to get the hero tensions. X1, DY is gonna die in the process. Inyan is gonna be next. With that, they had one more healing. So this is going to be good for their side. They're going to be trying to deal some damage. Inyan already used that. Was able to flash away. And they got the win with a 2-for-0.
Wrong target, my good friend CF17. You don't push back the Volibear. Volibear was too happy to be just in range. And you look at that replay once again. CF17 will go for the trigger. Had it been that the kick was for Wawa, that could have been very good, right? But
yeah,
they locked down Inyan, Hero's entrance for enough resistances. And again, the sustain of the Volibear, especially in the early game, should be respected.
Yeah, and that gave them opportunity to get the hero sentence in, which was a problem overall. And the exhaust here was also perfect. That's why J-Team wasn't successful in getting that. Now they're also still fighting for the dragon here.
There still is a possibility for J-Team to contest this one. Now, nope, they're deciding against that. And will possibly just try to go for the Rift Herald here as we look at SZY and Soldier already starting the Rift Herald.
Yeah, starting it already, but OMG has already been here really close. DY using the Death Charge just to stop them from pushing through and be able to take this Rift Herald really fast. They're going to be running away. Minion. There's the slow. There's another Stormbringer from Minion, but no killing potential.
No, it's yet. And exciting times. Again, very even, but SMK?
Yeah, it's gonna be kick, and that's enough damage from CF17.
And again, the silence, the value of silence to counter out the Vladimir is just too much. Another one?
We'll try for it, but again, the Ferals in the mid lane, that's gonna be a tower down. Got a Justice Punch in, no damage yet from the side of J-Team, so that's a free tower.
Yep, and J-Team will be happy with that trade. Yeah, sure, they gave away the Dragon, but they were able to equalize the kill and also was able to use the Rift Herald to get enough separation. Now they are back in the lead. The backs of their very good tempo and macro play. And we also have to remember that on the top side, it's not too far. Oh no, another one.
They're going to go in again. Wildcat already used the flash. There's going to be a kill for J-Team again.
I was just about to say that on the top side, J-Team had a very good start, right? By getting that first kill. And now another one. Another error by Wildcat.
Yeah.
He goes on and dies one more time, but Wawa.
Oh, rocket jump! That's too aggressive! What was that? The rocket jumped in. He wasn't expecting the DY was there, and that's why he thought they had it.
I think he did, right? Like, wait, hang on, because Wawa was all the while that that was happening. Wawa was actually hiding himself in the bush. And so they have enough information. They just overestimated their execution. Not the cleanest of execution for sure.
They thought that because DY was maybe going to the mid lane, they might be a bit too late. But DY stayed in the bot side of the map, and they thought that their burst was enough at this point.
So now the struggles of OMG continues. With J-Team capitalizes on mistakes after mistakes. J-Team has stabilized the top side, is still winning the bot lane, and has a counter pick in the mid lane. What are you gonna do if you're OMG?
Yeah, you know what's really smart about this is they know that Wildcat is a constant threat for the team. That's why they helped out SZY, because they know that X1 is not gonna let the enemy team get any advantages anyway, so might as well just give SZY the help that he needs.
For sure, and so now 9 minutes and 30 seconds, a couple of seconds before the next dragon spawns up. Another play by CF17 possibly.
Yeah, pushes him back again. Wildcat is going to be the target here. Soldier gets the kill as expected and as you need.
0-3 and 0 for Wildcat. We were saying that OMG, back when they were winning during Season 1, it was at the backs of Wildcat, but this is kind of the thing that we expect from Wildcat as well, right? Sure, if he's winning, he's so good, but whenever he's behind, things like that will happen. Things like that can happen.
Gold. Look at the gold that he has. He only has 5.6k gold, which is really unfortunate for the team here. This is not what you want for a Wildcat. And how is he gonna come back from this?
Cannot. You won't be able to, especially as a Fiora, and that's the only reason why he's overextended, right? He's trying to greed it out. He knows he's behind and he's trying to make desperation plays.
Yeah, DY wasn't able to hit the dredge line, but they're gonna go for Wawa now. That's good targeting. Go for Wawa so he can't use the hero's entrance.
Exactly. Now, there's a lot of ultimates that was invested by J-Team. Looks like that we will be entering a pause. But was able to carry. And then there are instances in where we saw coaches. I believe Naos is one of the team that is willing to pick up a Fiora into a Camille matchup. It's because it's easier to land all your pokes as a Camille. And, you know, laning wise, it's kind of expected that you will have the advantage. And the only reason that White Cat is super far behind right now is because of CF17's very timely ganks.
Yeah, and look at the 2k gold lead too on the Kassadin, almost getting the third item. Once he gets that rapid and stat cap, everybody's dead for sure.
Oh, Soldier.
Chasing down the Soldier, this is not a good decision here.
They don't have enough damage.
They just want to push. Onion is gonna fall so fast! And the next target's gonna be Wawa. He has the hero's entrance though, but was cancelled by DY. 2 kills to the man, but they're still chasing down SMK. They got the Ultra Shock Laser to go for the slow. Sanguine Pool was used already, but they are not gonna follow suit.
I think they will. I think they will.
What?
No more pool. No pool available for SMK. They're waiting for SZY.
Yeah, they got the silence on SMK. He has the Sanguine Pool now. A bit of the cooldown, but he's still gonna be dead. J-Team is just dominating this game.
8 kills to 2. 11 minutes in. 12 minutes in, actually. And J-Team are well on their way to get another series win for themselves. Another 2-0 will improve their record to 2-2. And meanwhile, White Cat, the sad cat of today's matches,
being chased down though.
Yeah, he's running for the hills, and again, he's trying desperately to farm, right? Like on the bot lane, you're seeing that he's trying his best to get as much gold as he can, while his teammates are receiving all the pressure that J-Team is already presenting. And so now, this game might be when we will be seeing, you know, the baby Baron get snatched away, but J-Team is deciding against that. They will not be rushing this Baron down anytime soon, and they'll be happy to just play it out.
Ooh, they're gonna go for it. And the J-Team is really starting for it. X1 and CF17 are the ones dealing the damage for the team here. Wawa gets the information. Inyan could really go in if ever he needs to, but because of that, he's gonna be stopped. Stormbringer's away, and CF17 is gonna be dead. Soldiers at the back line wants to go for a 1v1. They are already away from each other. What's happening to J-Team? This is not what you expect them to do. Bot lane is pushed, and now everybody's dead.
No way!
Didn't have to make this mistake.
Oh my! Okay, there was no reason at all to start that Baron, right? Like, you were well way in the lead, and sure, fine, okay, you are trying to force them to face check. But the thing here is you are receiving a huge amount of debuff whenever you go for those plays.
Yeah, now lightning charge for you. DY is not gonna survive this.
Now they're back.
Coming in from you. They got another rocket jump. He's gonna go in. Too aggressive for X1.
Yeah, sure. That's a 1-for-1 sell. 1-for-2 actually. And now OMG is back in the game. J-Team, thank you very much.
Yeah, they just gave them the lead after that. That's not what you expect from J-Team.
Oh, wow. Okay. The first domino to fall was the Lee Sin. He tried to go for an insect play. And because his health bars, armors, magic resistance was already shredded by the Baron, the insect play did not even happen, right?
Yeah.
That's
it happened again this game. What?
Exactly. And this is... I'm not 100% sure if, you know, if DY's shot call was... I would say being undermined by some of the members of J-Team, but this is the chemistry concerns and shot calling concerns that we have always with a new team. And we have to remember that J-Team, outside of DY, they have 4 new members, rookies, right? And although they were winning very handily in the first few parts of the game, when it comes to late game decision making, that is when things like that may happen.
Yeah. And this is the problem here. Yes, even though they are strong, when they come back from this, 2 towers have been taken down by White Cat on the bot side of the map. That's a very, very big win for them. So J-Team, this is going to be a problem moving forward.
Exactly. Tristana, 5-2-2 for you. 3 items completed. Also has a Stasis Ascension and has a multiple Marshes. So does have a lot of, I would say, resistances to the Kassadin, and you see you shot calling right now. He's very passionate. Yeah. This is very winnable, says you, and I believe him.
Yeah, they could have a way here, but J-Team is looking for any advantage that they could get. They get one more kick onto the back line. SMK is being pushed back by Soldier here. But look at the fight coming in from X1. He's trying to stay at the back. One has been killed already. CF17 is down.
Oh my god. A lot of members are targeting down Wawa. Meanwhile, Soldier was targeting SMK.
Yeah, different targets for everybody. No more lightning crash from X1, so this is not going to be an easy fight anymore. They're going to go for the ADC. ADC's going to fall down. Soldier's almost dead. They got one from SMK. They have one magic resistance right there. It's a good thing he had the magic shield. Was able to survive, but right now DY needs to run away. Look at the flash coming in from Wawa. They still have the dredge line at the ready. Soldier was able to run, but this Drake is not going to go anywhere.
Wawa missed, and the OMG will be taking this Mountain Dragon. But again, J-Team's decision-making this game has gone from 100 to 0. I'm not 100% sure as to what's happening right now, Dash, because you look at that team fight, their target priority selection wasn't there, right? Like, they're targeting different members at the same time. And you saw that their ultimates were being expended for nothing as well. CF17, he's trying too hard, right? You're going for insect plays against Wawa, which is a Galio that would just be casting Hero's Entrance to cancel out anything that you want to go for, right? Like, if you were to go for an insect play, sure, you can go for an insect play against the carries, not against the tanks.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that he can stop himself though from making those types of plays. Like every time that he finds a way, CF17 is gonna go for it, and that could be a disadvantage to the team here. J-Team doesn't need to make those flashy plays. Look at what's happening. What happened to the last fight was that SMK, yes, he can't go in, but X1 is a threat here.
Exactly, and X1 was the MVP of game number 1. Still very much the reason why J-Team is a very scary team in game number 2. So is Soldier, right? Like, they are the two-headed dragon that will be spearheading the offense of J-Team. And now it has come to a point that this is anyone's game. Whoever takes this Elder Dragon will most likely win the game here, Dash.
Yeah, and for now, from what we're seeing from J-Team, they're really looking for any place that they could get. They don't even need to kill Wawa. They still don't have enough damage because Zeri went in for the Morpheus.
Never mind.
That's going to be a dead one here. Ignite's not going to take on his head. It's still going to survive, but Inyan might be dead as ZY is really super fed. They have super low HP. Elder Drake is going to be taken.
Yeah, no jungler available. And all of a sudden, OMG falls one by one. There's no way, Jay. I'm not 100% sure they did. They got I don't.
They did a J-Team, man.
They did a J-Team. Basically, they threw the game, right? Like Whitecat again. Oh my God, caught out of position, and Whitecat, he's not at the point in where he's back.
Yeah. Honestly, they don't need to take this at this point. They have the Elder Drake already, but they're gonna go for it. They're just gonna try to take it right now on the back line. Soldier wants to go for Inyan. Inyan won't have any HP anymore. CF70 is super low. They don't need to take this right now.
Yeah. They can just go back. They can just heal up. Spend those unspent gold. They still have half duration on the Elder Dragon, and if they manage this properly, surely J-Team will be able to win this game.
Oh man, that 1v1-2, which was on... I was surprised about the mid lane fight right there when they got the kill on SMK. It was like 3 fights happening all together.
Exactly.
While they're waiting for the Elder Drake, and I don't know why they have to do that. That's what J-Team has been doing. That's why they lost a lot of these fights.
And then OMG tried to copy them, right? We can do you better, basically. We can one you up.
We'll let you get the Elder Drake. Yeah, that's one up.
Anyway, as ZY split pushing here on the top lane, an engage possible from OMG.
They go in.
They got the Baron.
ZY goes in for the death charge. They got the Baron too. They still have the Elder Drake on their side though. They would be able to stop Wawa. SMK has a chance to go in here. But what's really scary about this is they might be taken off on the other side. That's going to be a flash happening. X1. They have to stay.
You is dead.
But that is you in front. They're going to be dead. Everybody's going to be dead. And that is an ace for J-Team.
Cannot use stasis in front of 5 members. And now J-Team will just march down the top lane and finish what they started.
Oh my, what is happening this game? This is one of the games that has happened like yesterday. It is an entertaining game just because of what they're doing this game.
Whoever threw harder basically lost the game, I guess.
I mean, what happened there from J Team is actually a hard throw. That's two hard throws from J Team. But when you throw the Elder Drake to their side, yeah, they're gonna take it and they're gonna win the game.
It's still very interesting though.
What is this? Look at X1. He's so